Hello, my name is Caleb with Tampa Urban Survival Training. And try to shoot me. It worked.
Give me your child.
Is this one he does?
I've never, this is probably just an execution, I don't know.
This is stupid. Don't do what we're doing, even though it's an emptied CO2 airsoft gun. It's all dumb.
Yes.
Hello, my name is Caleb with Tampa Urban Survival Training. You're gonna take this gun, Charlie?
Okay.
Gonna put it up against my chest?
Detroit Urban Survival Training, I'm going to share with you right now something that can save your life. We hope you never need. Push the slide to the rear, turn it out, and now you have the weapon. This can increase your survivability.
And what you're gonna do, you're gonna put it up against my chest and try to shoot me. It worked. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put my hands up. You're gonna ask me to reach for my wallet.
Reach for your wallet.
And the minute I move.
Whoa, he tricked me! He's good.
I actually died.
Yeah,
100% died.
That one you died.
Oh, I'm dead. That was good.
Let me help you out here. Yep.
Ooh! I think I got your hands.
Might have.
Oh. Ooh, I like that.
Yeah.
That is actually an advanced technique that we teach here at Tampa Urban Survival Training.
What does Dale preach? Dale usually doesn't do that, does he?
Dale preaches to get yourself into a position where you can make the decision to end someone's life or get out of the altercation.
Okay, and what does that look like?
So basically, you just disarm the gun.
Oh.
Wow. You saw that?
Yeah, ready. This guy's good.
You totally thought you were going to hit me there too, didn't you?
Yeah, I thought I pressed it earlier, but I guess not.
All right. Ooh. Wait, let me get my steeple approach.
Oh. This guy's nuts. Matt, try and shoot him. He's unkillable.
He was doing this to me earlier, and I was actually like, oh, wait.
He's unkillable.
Hey, bud, give me your wallet. See, I'm like, I've fully depressed that.
All right.
This entire video is a PSA for why people need gun safety. This is fucking horrible.
All right, go ahead and bring it up to my chest, Matt.
Give me your wallet.
And the minute I move, you're going to fire, all right? I'm dead. Absolutely dead. You can't win them all.
Give me your wallet.
Ooh. And then what we do from here is we push back into the villain. Okay, he's got a good grip. He actually knows how to work a gun. We're having a struggle here. Kick him in the dick. Oh, mag release, kick.
All right, my fingers in it. Please don't. Please don't.
Forgot what I did?
Do you want me?
Try and kill him, Matt.
You do want? Wait! Ow! Fuck! That's why you don't keep your finger in it.
How else are you supposed to kill me, Matt?
Yeah, you just kill him.
I'm here. Push it to the top.
If the gun is to the rear of your head, pin here to the column, drive away. It'll peel out. If it's here in the window, head forward. You're offline, grab the barrel, redirect. If the weapon is more to the front, head goes forward, weapon goes up and back, and now you have the weapon.
I've creaked around the side.
Like, oh fuck, my side view mirror's gone. I'm
here.
like, good thing I have elbows. And that, oh shit, there goes.
Yeah, so in his video, when you put it up against the column, the guy holding the gun, like, went like, whoa!
Oh shit, he's in the middle.
Yeah, you alert the authorities to a struggle.
The authorities. Ow. Yeah, there's, especially like in my truck, because I'm taller, there's no way I get out of, like, he was like down, like here. Holy shit.
You need your trap door to drop in the bottom of your truck.
Oh, please don't shoot me. Give me. I thought I had a lever.
I lost him. He's gone.
And then wait. Keep the gun there. You're still firing.
Oh! But I've also been trained by Dale.
Oh shit!
Yeah, you think if two people who are in the Detroit Threat Defense Force fought each other, it would never end? They just keep passing the gun back and forth.
My gun. No, my gun.
Give me your child. This guy's good. I'm taking you to a secondary location.
I don't have arms, sir.
Oh! Nice move.
Hiya!
You're offline.
Oh fuck!
That was pretty good.
Did you say I'm offline?
Yeah. Do you see that technique? I think it might work.
If the barrel is here, we're gonna move what's in front of the barrel as best we can, grab the barrel and redirect it back towards them so we can take control of the weapon.
You want the car still?
Yeah, I do.
all right.
Yeah,
real.
his seat in the video, he had like
Yeah.
3 feet to be.
Yeah, wait. Let me set it up correctly.
He's always ready for any event.
Right. All right.
But yeah,
Ready?
he had a lot of wiggle room.
I'm just driving normally.
And I want it. You have to take the gun.
Sorry.
Nice.
There.
All right. Now this time I'm not going to let you have it.
All right. Yeah, this is exactly how it would always go.
Yeah, and then
Which hand did he use?
I don't remember.
This
He
hand
has
would
like
be so
3
slow.
hands.
All right,
So fast.
put it back. It's got to be the right hand. It's so
It
much
has to.
faster, like that, and like lean forward. But I mean, I'm not that flexible.
Well, yeah, you're not Dale.
Oh!
It's offline.
And then I can turn that way, and boom!
No!
Oh shit, we're winning.
Don't stop
just-
driving.
All right, where are we going?
We're going to hell. Oh,
shit! We're going to hell. Is your hand okay? I know it's sharp as
Yeah,
shit.
it is a little sharp, but it's the price I pay for crime.
Right. Yeah!
Ah!
And then I tickle you.
You forced me to shoot myself.
We're gonna share with you what to do if someone abducts you and they're sitting in the back seat with a weapon to the side of your skull.
Right now. I can't. Oh,
Take me to Culver's.
I mean, I wouldn't really argue with that one, but.
So,
Yeah! Alright, dead.
but it was a good try.
I think I'd do more of a like.
Oh, okay.
Oh!
That's pretty good.
Maybe gamer neck it?
I think that's the thing. I'm not moving my head. I keep forgetting.
What
I
if you
don't
like
wanna
did
bowl.
a somersault in your chair and like head between your legs and then bring your feet up and kick it?
All right,
Like out of his hand.
ready?
And you just teabag him.
All right.
Matt, off center.
Oh,
there you go.
yeah.
Yep.
Boom!
Oh,
And I got it.
There it is.
there it was.
Detroit Urban Survival Training.
Oh, this is the one you tried to practice on me. Yeah. Curveball. This one doesn't work at all.
I figured. Oh, okay, so from massaging. That's
Scared Charlie.
yeah, you got me with some good timing there. Give me your kids.
Yeah, I'm dead.
Yeah,
felt
wait,
it
he
on my
really
spine.
spins before he does
He
anything
does,
else? Yeah, he does.
All right, ready?
Ready.
Matt, ask him a question.
This will literally never work.
But if you bent very heavily at the waist quickly,
Donkey kick the gun out.
All right, ready for it? Ready for it?
just duck, yeah, duck under the bullets.
Yeah, try and duck it. Yeah, just use your instincts. Oh. I hold my hands.
Well,
up
this one will
like
work
this.
if the person doesn't actually shoot the gun. You know.
Got out the magazine, too.
Yeah, you,
Damn!
you just pop the magazine.
That was pretty fucking cool.
Yeah, give me your gun.
I felt that one.
Give me your gun.
Your gun. I need 2. You want to try?
Yeah, I'll give it a whirl.
Give me your gun.
No!
What?
That's trying to throw you off from the timing.
I thought I hurt you.
So the reason why it didn't move, the slide didn't slide, is because I inhibited it by pushing it to the rear. From there, what we do is push the barrel back towards the aggressor, and now you have the weapon, and if you don't want to shoot,
Why am I here? Like,
I want your library. Oh, that was good.
I mean, I tricked you, but.
I want all of your library.
Oh, you moved the gun. That's not allowed.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, they
you
do
already
shot.
shot one.
Yeah, like that. That was good. And then I can just come back here.
Nice. That's why you gotta disarm him.
Yeah, you forgot the second part.
Oh, I was just happy the first one happened.
coming in here, he tries to pull the trigger, it disengages because it's into your body, push the slide to the rear, turn it out, and now you have the weapon. This can increase your survivability.
Can you like not my sternum? Can you like one move or the other, please?
Why does he claim that works?
Because it pushes the slide.
Wait,
So
I wanna try.
if there wasn't a safety tip on this, it could work. You'd knock it back a little bit.
You're just driving it closer to your heart.
It was the worst advice I've ever seen him give, to be honest.
Got it? Yep.
So I have practiced this one and I know what to do.
I see. It must be the Wing Chun classes.
Is this one he does?
I've never. This is probably just an execution. I don't know.
Yeah.
So what would you do here?
I feel like if you've gotten into this situation, I think you probably already missed a few of Dale's steps, you know, before this point.
Well, maybe he got drugged at like Activision Blizzard, and now they've taken him elsewhere.
Making a lot of enemies in this video.
If you ever find yourself on the ground in front of Bobby Kotick, here's what you do.
Caleb, show him what's up.
Yeah,
Hey, what's your PayPal?
that's a good technique.
Grab my phone. Okay, give me my PayPal.
All right.
You want to kick the gun?
When you was tied up on the ground, you probably could have shrimped out of that one.
Absolutely. Somebody's on top of you going for the punch. Shrimp.
What is the shrimping?
It's just imagine somebody has mounted you and they're like trying to choke you here. You take both hands on their thigh. It's a jujitsu thing, and you drop a leg and you shrimp out from under them.
Really?
It really does
Makes them look
work.
like a shrimp.
Yeah. So that's like a warm up for jujitsu. Is you shrimp across the floor side to side.
I don't know if Dale has that kind of mobility. I also think it goes without saying Dale's advice isn't great either. Though, admittedly,
It's better than I expected.
this is better than I expected.
Yeah, I
That
will
is the
give
only
him
thing.
some credit there.
So if you are fast enough, like Caleb was earlier, you could probably take a gun quickly enough if you had to. Maybe we're just not doing it right. Maybe Dale.
Now, Dale, we probably look pretty dumb, so if you want to come teach us,
Yeah, we're
You
down
can.
We're down to take a class.
pay for the flight
Mm-hmm.
in the hotel room.
Yeah.
Just come visit.
Detroit Rivers Levels running here in Florida. Hunting the penguin.
I just want you to take me to the nearest gas station.
Okay, no problem. But in reality,
Tampa's one of the most dangerous cities in the world. We've already gone over some of the most elite self-defense techniques, and today we brought out the expert. We're going to be doing it in an interesting fashion, so it's going to be the three of us participating in the formal training from Dale of the Detroit Urban Survival Threat Management Group Turbo Mode. I'm basically the worst participant, so this is beginner level. This is intermediate. Rex has formal training in every martial arts on the planet, special ops, secret forces. So basically, if I'm coming at him, it's gonna be defending against a middle schooler. Caleb, probably like your average criminal. And then Rex, you're getting hunted by the boogeyman. That's ultra nightmare mode. So we've got Dale here. We're gonna really put him to the ultimate test today.
Detroit Rivers Levels training here in Florida.
All right, so you wanna start with the Glock then?
Let's do the Glock.
Okay.
Start with the Glock. This is a real Glock.
So, for all you volunteer ATF agents, this is a chamber flag. This is a real gun. However, we got no live rounds here. Everybody's been checked. No live rounds in the building.
No live rounds.
This chamber flag actually goes into the barrel, so you know there's nothing in there. Stick my finger in there. You want to go ahead and check it?
Clear.
Charlie, you want to go ahead and check it?
Oh yeah, she's empty.
All right.
So we're gonna do what we did in our video. We're gonna start with assailants coming at you, and since it's Florida, maybe they're a little under the influence of bath salts, so they're a little wacky. They got the gun at you. How do you get out of this situation? They don't want to just bargain; they want to kill you. So it's disarming them, getting away from them. It's going to be me, then Caleb doing it, then Rex, and then after that, we'll try and do it to you. Employing techniques.
All right, take your weapon, Charles,
Give me the.
and go stand
Cut.
like over there and face Dale.
Okay. So this way, right?
Yep.
We're about to unsafe handle.
All right. Where's your kids? Okay.
You gotta pull the trigger.
Yeah,
So,
alright.
so you know it would fire. Okay. Try that.
okay.
Same thing.
Your kids.
Yeah, it did fire. But when it fired, I was off to the side.
All right, hold
So the reason why is because when I saw the weapon coming, I stepped offline, and redirected, and that's when he actually fired. So he already made the decision to fire as soon as it came out, which does happen.
Okay, Charlie, take 2 steps back.
All right. And then,
Now what would happen?
Yeah, so from here, if I'm, like, that's what I was wondering. So if I'm coming at you and I'm like showing and I'm like down here, then I have so much time.
Yes, then I would get shot, probably.
Yeah.
But because I'm going forward, I'll probably not get shot a lot. Whereas if I went backwards, I would probably get shot more. What you're doing, everything you do when you're disarming or whenever you are defending yourself is either increasing or decreasing your likelihood of survivability.
And then if I'm back, yeah,
Yep. So got one shot in. Yep, you got shot at least once.
What if you did like a Granby rule?
Hey, sorry to hit you with this greasy jump scare. I just wanted to quickly say that Dale was very honest and openly admitted that when there is distance between attacker and victim, you're just going to get shot if you try and fight back. So we didn't do more of these scenarios where we had distance on the victim, nor did we simulate like running away while shooting, because it's the same situation, which Dale openly concedes. You will just get shot. If your attacker gets distance from you or already has it, you're just going to get fucking blasted if you try and fight back. So we didn't simulate more of those. Going forward, we only simulated the scenarios where the attacker was right up in the victim's nutsack. Oh, you get in there. Let's take it to the next level.
Next step up.
Let's do the one we got 139. We have 133 million views right now on this one, which is the gun is to your chest. And what this is for is you have to get contact with them.
Oh God.
You have to get contact, and you have to make sure they don't go away. Otherwise, they'll just run away from you. Or they'll pull out a gun or knife. So you go like this, and that's how you get their stuff. You take things from them. And the other reason they do this is because they don't trust you. So they're not gonna sit there and go, empty your pockets, I trust you, I'm not gonna touch you because I'm scared you'll take my gun. Criminals are not scared you're gonna take the gun, ever. They don't believe, you can even tell them I'll take your gun. They're like, I wish you'd try, go ahead, try to take my gun.
Oh wow, he got me. Oh, I tried, I really did.
It was right here, and the guy puts the gun here, we would just go offline.
True. Oh shit. Oh, he pulled the trigger with my own finger.
That's for GST. Make sure there's gunshot residue on your hand, not on mine. Yep, from here. Yep.
Okay.
Yep, you're actually gonna shoot.
Okay. Oh, shit. Yeah, I couldn't do it. Let me try again. Ooh, shit. All right. Okay. All right. All right.
And then here.
I'm pretty much screwed.
Yep. And they try to if they try to bring it back, like they're trying to pull back. Yep. Tell me what you want. What do you want me to do?
Oh, give me money.
I got you first. I got you first. He tried though. He did try. That was close. When we run that back in slow motion, you will see that's one penguin down. We're light one penguin.
You didn't even shock him a little bit.
He was ready for it, dude. He's like, I know there's a second Glock there.
Flat of the back.
This is the one that we critiqued heavily, the behind the back one.
I will be genuinely surprised if I don't pull this off, yo. I want to be honest with you.
Yeah.
All right, I'm your hostage. Take me wherever you want to go. This is usually what you do at ATM. That's pretty good.
At this point, I'd be backing away.
I will use my Dillman skills on that one. That one right there, I just go like that, and it would just drop. Lucky I didn't use that on you.
Let's step back so I can lead you somewhere. All right.
All right, take me hostage, like grab me up so you can move me against my will, yeah.
All right. Ooh, oh shit.
Here.
Boys, I'm screwed.
There's your medulla shot right there.
Yeah, yeah. All right. Now, let me resist a little harder.
Yeah, Caleb, I thought you were good at this.
Back of the head.
He forgot he could fire again.
He did go for the eyes.
I just popped up. Eyes in a soft way. In a more realistic way, you would actually remove the eyes.
So for the behind the back though, so here Caleb, use the, we'll do this I guess. I feel like if you were leading someone, you'd be more behind them. So what would you do here?
So they'll just run away.
Just run.
They're not gonna let you do that. So a SEAL team guy told me that he did this, and he would hold the person and extract it from house, like this. Because if you don't control the person, they will simply run away.
Well, there's no way they survive that though, right? Like if you have a shotgun on someone, you run away, you kind of fucked, right?
Well, again, you would have to, number one, have the intention to shoot.
True.
If you are professional, you'd have to have the legal reason to shoot. Or if you're surrounded by other officers or civilians and the person runs, you can't shoot because your field of fire is not clear. Right, so there's lots of reasons why a professional wouldn't shoot. when a person has the person hostage in the rear and they do take off running, they usually probably are getting away. Not that they go around telling people, hey, I ran away from someone with a gun behind me yesterday, right? But the reality is, it's just really hard to shoot someone moving laterally. It takes a lot of training. So the reason why you have to have contact when you have a weapon is because they will leave, or in the case of initial contact, it's because you want to limit what they can do. Guns, knives, they can grab a chair, they can grab a weapon, grab a brick. There's a lot of things they can do to attack you.
Yeah, let me do the shotgun into a takedown. My eye's pretty fucked.
Let me see it go.
How fucked is it right now?
Stop Caleb for us real quick.
All right, so let's do. Want to do third person rescue? Stopping an active shooter. There's the. If I try to do anything, you're going to fire that gun. Okay.
I got to be honest with you. I got a mirror.
You do?
Yeah.
I got to be completely honest with you, Dale.
If I try anything, you can see me in the mirror.
Yeah.
Oh, you blocked it.
Yeah, there's a human wall here.
Right. The dancing area. If I try to do anything, you're going to shoot the gun. Okay.
I think you shot yourself.
Well, I was trying to go like this.
He was really trying. He was really trying. So all you internet experts, he knew it was going to happen. He is a tough guy. This guy's actually strong and athletic guy, a wrestler. And I'm telling you, most people have been thrown onto their face with that. Just a little bit of pressure I put right there, they slammed down.
Look at Caleb's eye.
Ready? I'm ready when you are.
Oh, your eyes.
This is adorable. He's going full wrestling mode.
I'm not actually gonna hurt you. I'm not gonna hurt you. My eyes do hurt though, I'll tell you that much.
Yeah, so in that situation, when someone does get on you, you have to
He would have definitely got my eyes though, for sure.
Yeah.
If he wasn't holding back.
in training. Be careful.
Caleb does look like he's in more pain right now.
Yeah, Caleb looks.
You look exactly the same.
Well, I'm not going for eyes.
He kept his ID badge on. That's saying a lot.
Yeah.
Those clips are weak.
Oh, fine.
No, it looks normal.
Oh yeah, that's fine.
Wait, is that like?
I legit
Is that
lost
how
vision in my right eye for a
though?
while.
Like I broke my right arm, so who gives a shit that I broke my left?
That's what. Yeah, exactly. It's the same with eyes.
That's first movement. Okay. That's good.
You had to think about it.
So what we do, the full disarm, is like this.
It's like MacGruber who rips his throat out.
Nobody is gonna have eyes where
I just want to point out, Rex still has his eyes. I'm pissed.
We made an agreement prior to our arrangement, which you failed to do.
I get it. Only criminals deserve to lose their eyes.
What's that? Let me see your taxes.
You said, let me see your taxes?
Yeah, I don't know. I'm the IRS. You said criminal. I don't know.
He's a white collar criminal.
Yeah.
I know you avoided taxes last year.
Are you wearing this vest in real life? Do you wear this out in your...
I wear this at all times.
Okay. So,
This never comes off.
in the shower,
Shower.
with your wife?
I have a sleeping one.
With my wife?
Does your wife have one too?
Got it. Got it.
I have a sleeping version. It's a softer material. All right, so you're a criminal and you're robbing.
Okay, let me see your taxes. Yeah.
Here.
And I'm going to show you what I left my finger in the sugar guard on purpose.
And I'm going slow.
Because I want to show this because you don't show enough of this.
Yep.
So a lot of people just zip their hand out. If you leave your finger in here, it does work. Okay, it hurts a lot.
So if we go here, push hard. This gives you leverage. So in a situation where law enforcement or a civilian has control of the barrel of the weapon, you can control the entire gun. As long as you have this, you can control the gun. If you try to grab the hands, you can't control anything. You can actually drop back, yep. So the criminal will always have the upper hand if you grab the hands instead of grabbing the barrel. So
in your training, do they also teach you that same thing? Because I know that you.
no, they don't do that. This is for criminal.
This is okay. So
No police officer is going to be like,
all right. Here's the thing about what I do and what this is for. Okay.
all right.
My world is completely different than everybody watching this video right now, okay? I go into a restaurant, I know where I'm sitting, how I'm sitting, what I'm looking at. I don't sit with my back to the door. I don't put myself in any situation where I am at a extreme disadvantage. I probably wouldn't ever be in this scenario because I would be drawn before they ever come to me. And it's just that simple. However, people don't live their lives like that. They don't live in like condition yellow. They're all like kind of walking around like nothing's the problem. That's fine. However, this is a worst case scenario. Dale is absolutely correct when he tells you, hey, if somebody is threatening your life, asking you for something, material possessions, nothing is worth your life. Your credit cards, you can cancel them on your phone. They stole your phone, who cares, okay? Give them whatever they want. If somebody is going to kill you, there is no question of material objects anymore. Now, when it comes to being in somebody's space, when he talks about like, hey man, what's up, let me talk to you real quick. This type of stuff is absolutely real. I deal with it all the time. Stuff that he's talked about with like wound channels. I've seen people get shot in the head at point blank and live.
And what's shocking to see people live, wasn't it? Weren't you shocked? Like, wow, how can you live with a bullet in your head?
You never know, just bullets do crazy things. Yeah. No, the bottom line is, this type of scenario, I am a professional, I'm just gonna say it, I am trained. I would never do any of this stuff. Everything that I do is verbal commands, and I'm gonna take every precaution that I can before I ever make contact with him. So this is strictly based on people with virtually no experience.
All right, so here's the training. All right, so when someone pulls the gun and they put it in the vehicle, and the only reason they put it in the vehicle is to add emphasis and power and control over you. They could do it here, right? It's pretty scary, but this just feels so much better.
Right.
To put it on you.
Oh yeah.
And get this. I feel better about your fear right now.
Oh, I feel
I'm
so
liking
good.
it. I'm happy about this.
Right.
I feel powerful right now. And then you feel very scared, like, oh my God. Now again, if you could just let him have the car, you would.
Right.
But you get the feeling like this guy is going to kill you, or he's not going to let you take your family with you. Like, hey, can I just get my kids?
My child needs to be protected at all costs.
Yeah, he plays with the computer too much. This guy.
He does.
Your son needs
I
to be
can't
with
get
you.
him off the game. He's addicted at this.
You have to keep your son with you.
You should see how many Pokemon cards he buys. It's
Oh
terrible.
my God. We'll do here, we'll do here.
Okay.
Yep, you're in control.
All right.
Wait, whose kids are we?
Your Dale's kids.
You're
Papa Dale, save us.
you guys are
Thumbnail.
Those kids, what a Jesus. Oh, my fingers.
That doesn't feel good. All right.
Same thing. If I try anything, he's gonna shoot.
Oh my God. Papa Dale! Jesus.
Killed your
I will avenge you, son. Oh my God. When disarming gunman, you still need to have your seatbelt.
Yeah. Seatbelt
Don't break the
first.
law.
Okay.
Click it or ticket.
So you don't know what's coming. All right.
No, you got the gun on me. You're controlling me. Tell me to go wherever you want me to go.
Take me to the cop.
Papa
Little
Dale!
Jimmy has a hole in him now. All right. There is absolutely nothing I can do to take that gun back.
What do you want?
I just want you to take me to the nearest gas station.
Okay, no problem.
I got you.
I mean, you don't claim that they're 100% effective anyway. It just gives you a best chance.
Well, all you're doing is increasing, decreasing likelihood of survivability, right? Like a seatbelt, You know, you're increasing or decreasing. Like if you don't have a seatbelt on, you decrease survivability.
Yeah. That was a lot more painful when he did it compared to when you did it, man. I'll tell you
I'm
right
shocked.
now.
I can't believe that.
Stuff actually hurts, doesn't it?
That
Crazy?
didn't feel good at all anymore. When you're roaming the streets of Detroit now, do criminals see Dale and just like turn and run from whatever they're doing? They're
They
like,
come up like, hey!
walk down the
They
street
got
and
a
everyone starts
selfie.
fleeing.
Let's get a selfie, man. I love your videos. I stopped robbing people last month just because of you.
I turned away from crime. I'm the straight and narrow now.
Man.
Charlie, you got to come try these so I don't have to hold it
I
again.
think my shoulders are
No, you should come try. You'll love it. Oh my
The
God.
pain is good. It's a
I'm
good,
never gonna
It's a good pain.
commit crime.
I want the jet ski, Dale.
The jet ski,
The jet ski in the back.
you can have it.
Oh. Ooh, okay.
Are you a convert, Charlie? I'm not convinced a normal person's gonna pull it off that efficiently. No. But if you're going for Dale, I think he's got a good chance at beating your ass.
But you have to admit,
If he's got
the
a pencil
basics are there.
mustache, leave the car alone.
I think that
If you see the mustache, you know what time it is. Especially the ID
Guys got
earpiece.
yeah.
If you see bone conduction, this is okay. First of all, this is not from Star Wars. This is not from Star Wars.
Bone conduction's pretty sick.
This is bone conduction. This is the future. God.
You can use it underwater.
Will you start wearing this, man? Did you start wearing?
I don't think so. I haven't earned it.
It's bone conduction. So you're gonna shoot if I try to do something,
Oh, sorry, Danny. You're dead.
and then we have the gun here.
No, you don't.
Wait, hang on.
Single leg takedown, just hurting Caleb some more.
You come here to the bones and push back.
Nice again.
It seems like the most important thing you can do as a criminal is wear like goggles.
You would need a helmet.
I'm gonna get some steam. I'm gonna wear just a welding helmet, honestly.
That's what we needed. We'd have to do something like that.
Yeah.
So this, and I'm sure, so there was a viral video, and there was a guy who went to his course like a month ago.
It was a demo. He didn't go through the course. He just came for one day.
Okay, so
For a free class.
okay,
Yeah.
and then he was backing up, shooting on the way.
Right.
So in that situation, there's not a whole lot you can do, right? So if someone's coming at you,
No. So we were right here, okay? And so what happens is you're the robber, and you're gonna back up, and you're gonna pull the trigger, right? If I try to grab the gun,
Right.
Okay. So you're the robber. What do you want?
I want your wife and kids. Oh my god.
All right. So it's never gonna change, and it didn't change for him.
Well, that's not fair. If you've seen Charlie run, we know he's not getting away.
So that's what happened in the video that you saw. Now what you saw later, what you saw when he backed up and did that, is what he did was he went like this. First of all, he'd already tried that. And what I just did to you, right, is exactly what happened to him. There was people in the room. So there's seniors back here, there's kids over here. So we're not gonna be doing a full-on gun disarm with people over here training. So we're just doing the basic, gun disarm. I said, well, you can back up. You're still gonna lose the weapon. So what he did was he backed up in the second one, and then he shot like right here, and then I went in and took the gun from him. He edited the film so that part's not there. So it just shows like he goes like this, boom, on the second one, and then it cuts.
Because I feel like, and I've said this before too. Here, we'll do it this way. No, you can face me. Like, so if I'm a criminal and I'm like super antsy, super trigger happy, if I'm just faster and I see you move and I am,
You can't see me move. You just saw it. Look, we'll do it again. We'll do it again.
Well, hold on, not on me though, because that hurt. Caleb's faster. This would be probably more efficient, I think.
I could have slipped one.
My argument is my action is a lot smaller than your action.
Right. And that's,
So I have an increased
but you-
percentage.
Right. You think
of
that
possibility.
Not possible. Watch. Put it up there. So what you're doing right now is you're concentrating on what?
Shooting you. Because I intend to kill you.
So that's not going to happen. This is that. Right. And so now I'm anticipating you're trying to pull back instead of actually rob me or something, which that's what this is for. And so from here, it wouldn't matter.
Hey, Charlie from the future here. This is one of those situations where I feel like I just wasn't fast enough, nor was Caleb, to actually make it work. This is one of those situations I feel is quite unrealistic, where you're assuming the victim is as fast as Dale, whereas the attacker could very well be able to react to your movement. The guy in the video is a jiu-jitsu student, so he's already pretty trained, so he's definitely got quicker reaction speed than we do, and I feel like this would always happen if you were just going up against someone faster, where they can just back up and pull the gun away, as it happened in that video. And there's nothing you can do. You're just chasing them getting shot the whole time.
So one of the reasons why people say, well, they'll say things like, oh, I could use the other hand. Okay, now that's true, except when a person has a weapon, they really believe in the weapon. So that's why you don't really see people have a pistol and go, oh. They could.
Because they're not smart.
They could.
I'm 6'2". That was a good kick.
Really high
That's a
kick.
good.
That was nuts.
They can come up and go,
That's a good kick.
whoa, I kick you in the face.
Okay,
Right, but in
alright.
reality, guess what? Right, they could come up, they start with a pistol here, right? But in reality,
So I have a scenario for you, Dale. I want you to role play with me right now. All right, you're out with your wife. You went to Troy. You're in Somerset Mall. Okay, you just went shopping. You had a great time.
yeah, you know this area.
Yeah, of course. And I'm an armed assailant. I got push-ups. How are you gonna disarm me?
Where's my sock?
Goes over and grabs
Where's
a
my
gun.
sock?
You gotta grab a gun.
Are you guys perhaps in a sewer with a rat and some
Yeah.
mutant
And I'm
turtles
just
by
over
any
here, Dale.
chance?
What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? Are
My
you gonna come
brothers
in?
know that I have the shell, and they would come and rescue me.
You have a side. Where'd you get the side from?
It's Detroit. I always have a side.
Yes, of course.
I thought he said he knew Detroit. Everyone has these.
Give me your side, Dale. Oh shit! Damn it.
The only way to beat nunchucks.
So yeah, these are these legal here?
That's a good question, actually.
Oh shit! Whoa!
Well, that came out of nowhere.
You know, when we bought them, I thought there was a 90% chance this was gonna happen.
Where the fuck has this been, Dale? That's the on the website?
No! It's on his second channel, how to defend yourself in feudal area Japan.
You are in feudal Japan or China? Here, we have something for you.
You're just gonna impress the criminal away.
Oh, that works, really. No, seriously.
So you wanted my wallet, do you?
Looks just like me. We're like twins.
Really appreciate you coming down, man, and hurting Caleb and myself. That was good.
Thank you. It's great training.
I think it was really beneficial for Caleb.
I'm feeling good. It's tactical.
I would say it was very tactical overall. I learned a lot of new things. Again,
And you also learned the gun disarms worked.
unironically, that was a lot more effective than I expected it to be, for sure. I think you would be the worst target to rob now. So if I ever turn to a life
And now he is the worst target to rob now that he's been trained.
Yeah.
Especially him. Especially
I can tell.
Look at him.
Yeah, this guy's nuts now.
If I can see you.
Thanks again.
All right.
Really do
Yeah, thank you,
appreciate it.
man.
Thank you.
Thanks for the opportunity, guys.
Of course. Yeah, the title's not clickbait. The legend Dale of Detroit Urban Survival Training, the most dangerous man on earth, Detroit's Batman, the only guy that could disarm God himself, visited our warehouse to teach us the techniques in person. I've made a lot of videos joking about his content and criticizing the techniques. Most recently, we even tried them ourselves to see if they worked. And he saw this video and he was more than willing to come to the warehouse, and he can take a joke, which I very much appreciate and have the utmost respect for. And I just wanted to make this video here just to debrief, because this is right after we finished filming everything and going over all of the things that he's preached and showed, all of the, disarms, the escapes, how to make your attacker not only lose their weapon, but also suck your dick, all kinds of like wild techniques. We tried them all. So I just wanted to quickly give you my thoughts on everything after surviving Dale's hurricane jutsu firsthand. Have I been converted? Have I seen the light? My third eye opened? Is Dale the Messiah, the bulletproof chosen one? All of this was filmed and recorded, and it's going to be no sly trick editing or anything to make him look better or worse. Of course, all of this was mainly just for fun, so we were goofing around a little bit, and Dale understood that, and he was down to get silly with us. However, at points we did want to genuinely try the techniques and fundamentals that he preaches, put them to the actual test. So we did go at full speed, like real time, and it got physical. Like, I don't want to spoil anything, but there is a point where, playing out through a whole scenario, Caleb was simulating an attacker after being disarmed and fighting back. Caleb picked up Dale and took it to the ground, and the scuffle continued as it would in the real world in a situation like we simulated.
This is adorable. He's going full wrestling.
Because, like I said, we wanted to see, does it actually work in any capacity? It was myself, Caleb, and Rex Gunderson. Caleb and I have no professional training whatsoever. Rex Gunderson, however, he's a real wild card. For his line of work, he is professionally trained in both defense, firearms, attacking, disarming, pretty much the whole shebang. I'm not trying to, give everything about him away or any of his personal details. I'm not going to fucking show you his report card or anything. But for his actual profession, he undergoes intense training and is a professionally trained and licensed individual in all of these fields. And I wanted him to be there to test it and see what he thought of everything. I wanted to make sure everything was covered to get it as thorough as possible. So that video is going to be posted 5 hours from now, 7 p.m. EST, but I wanted to make this before that goes up just to give you my thoughts on everything immediately after it. So first of all, Dale himself is an extremely positive and wholesome guy. He was extremely fun to be around and a genuinely just nice person. Initially, I was under the impression that he was just selling bullshit, that he didn't actually believe in it, but I get the impression, as did all of us, that he truly believes in the things that he teaches and is extremely passionate about it as well. He lives and breathes the program and truly believes that through these techniques and his guide that it is helping people in his community. And I think that was refreshing to see. It's not like an NFT crypto bro scam who knows that their JPEG of a monkey wearing a hat is worthless, but still tries to pretend that it's not in order to make money off of it. This is a guy who really believes through his background that the things he is teaching in his program, as well as the people that go out from his facility to monitor the streets, is doing a good service to the community. I think there's something to be said for that. I think there's genuine merit in these dust operatives, and just even saying that sounds like some shit out of an anime, but these dust operatives patrolling neighborhoods in order to help deter criminals. I think there is an actual argument to be made that that is an extremely helpful service. You know, of course they're not John Wick. They're not going to be able to hop out of the fucking Hummers and defuse every situation and kung fu someone to death in order to save the community, but just having them patrolling and just being on alert for those neighborhoods, I imagine, is a great breath of fresh air for the residents, as well as a probably pretty effective deterrent, because the more activity in an area, the less likely someone is to just fucking pull out a gun and rob someone in broad daylight, right? So I do think that there is a genuine argument to be made there for that being a very helpful service. And now to go more specific on the actual training fundamentals themselves. Every video I've made talking about Detroit urban survival training, I have always said that this self-defense advice will get you killed. And after experiencing it firsthand, I still do believe that for the average ordinary person, trying these techniques in the wrong situation is going to get you executed and sent straight to fucking Valhalla, banished to the Shadow Realm. However, Dale himself was extremely impressive. This man is like an actual dangerous weapon, and I really enjoyed spending the day with him. And in the scenarios we played out, granted they were very controlled in specific circumstances, the things that he demonstrated were a lot more effective than I thought they'd be. But that doesn't change my perspective on like how efficient they would be for a normal person to try. 99% of people aren't some emotionless sociopath that's going to be able to keep their calm, keep their cool in a life or death situation. They're going to be panicking, they're going to freeze, they're going to fuck things up, and if they try and use these techniques, they'll probably get shot going for it because, again, no ordinary person is mentally trained to handle something that intense. So even if they have like the best self-defense advice in the world, in an actual situation, they'll never be able to use it without years of training. Now, of course, Dale does make a point to say that you should always try and comply with your attacker's demands because whatever they want isn't worth your life, which is the right advice. That is the right thing to do. Dale says that the things he teaches should never be like your first line of defense, you know? Someone just comes up to you and says, "Hey, Buster," and you just start fucking using Dale's forbidden jutsu on him. He always says that his techniques are meant to be the absolute last resort. You know, if you feel like this person is going to hurt you no matter what, then trying his techniques. Now, Dale did concede if the attacker is standing far back, you're just going to get shot if you try and like rush at them. You are still going to get shot. But no matter what, from that distance, there's not a lot you can do besides just comply or try and like run away laterally. He's not trying to like make it seem like you're Mr. Fantastic who could stretch over there and grab the barrel. He himself will say when your attacker with a firearm is far away or like out of arm's reach, there's not much more you can do besides, you know, maybe lunge at them and take one bullet before trying to wrestle the gun away, or testing your luck running away in like a lateral pattern to make it a harder shot for them. He also mentioned something I talked about where most people aren't going to have the gun straight out at you. So like the people that have the gun, like for example, the example he gave is like when someone's just robbing you and trying to make it a secret because not many people want to advertise like, "Hey, I'm robbing this guy, look at my gun, I've got him at gunpoint." Most people are going to have the gun very close to their chest, very close to them, maybe even like in like a pocket. So when they get like right up on you like this, again, there's not a whole ton you can do from that position, which he himself tells you. Like, there's not a whole lot you can really do when it's there. You can't really see the gun. No one around you can really see the gun, so a bystander can't really help you. And, you know, you can't make a quick, sudden move because he's too close for you. You'd have to, like, somehow create some space somehow in order to, like, get control of the gun. So that whole situation just, you can't really do much. And then he also mentioned if someone just wants to shoot you dead, you're kind of fucked, like full-blown Bonnie and Clyde. They're not going to get close enough for you to try and like touch the gun, attack them or anything. They're just going to start shooting at you from like a decent distance away, and you just can't do anything there. Everything Dale teaches all assumes a perfect scenario where the distance is correct, where you can get some hands on them, like they're in your titties but not too close, and they're pretty much fully extending their arm, or at least extending far enough away from their body where you could perhaps make a move to overpower them. Dale himself has a legitimate military background, and from what I understand, some of what he teaches does have basis. It is sound to a certain level, especially when it comes to getting offline, which of course is getting out of the way of the gun's, line of sight and grabbing the barrel. One thing I learned during this whole thing, and I want to make this clear, I don't think any of what Dale has taught will ever be successfully employed by a normal person, but Dale in particular, it was surprisingly effective when he did it. So back to what I was saying, like once the barrel was caught by Dale or one of us, I didn't realize just how much control they had over your entire body at that point. They were able to make me do the YMCA. I could do that to them even though they were stronger. Once that barrel was grabbed, you did have a lot of control over that person. And like I said, we were legitimately trying to shoot him and fight back and stuff. And of course, we got shots in. It's not 100% effective. He doesn't claim it is either, but it was much more effective than I thought it would be. So getting offline and grabbing that barrel, yeah, it was really hard to get control back. And another thing that I never really stopped to think about when watching and making fun of Dale's content is, as a robber, as the attacker, you're never going up to your victim expecting them to fight back. No one's coming up to you with a gun to your face with this thought in the back of their head preparing for the worst case scenario like, wow, what if this guy was trained by Dale Senpai? No one's expecting you to do some action movie disarm on them. They're coming up to you with a gun thinking you're gonna shit your pants and you'll do whatever they say. As an attacker, when I'd pull the gun on Dale and I'd tell him what I want your money, your wallet, your keys, give me your tax forms, do you have any panties in your back pocket that I can have? While I'm going over my demands, if he made a move during that, I'd have to react to it and try and shoot him, and it was really hard to do that. Yes, I'd get him one or two times, but the majority of the time, he would take that gun barrel and I'd very much struggle to get control back. And it was the same with Rex and Caleb. Like I said, wasn't perfect. We did still shoot him sometimes, but we also knew that a disarm was coming. I think there is a little bit of weight to the statement Dale makes where in the real world, if someone's coming up to you with a gun to rob you, their intention is robbery. They're thinking, what do I want to take from this person? How am I going to get away? This and that. They're not thinking I'm going to need to dodge soon because this guy's going to go for some kind of Jason Statham level disarm. They're not there with that expectation. They're there to rob you, and that's all they're really thinking about, not expecting some kind of flashy fucking disarm technique. So when that does happen, it would be hard for them to react. And I want to reiterate one more time, I don't think any of these techniques will ever be successfully employed by someone who isn't thoroughly trained. I don't think just someone that watches the content, takes a class or two, will ever be able to actually do them. Not only because they have to be done perfectly and very fast, but also because the intensity of a life or death situation is going to make most people freeze or forget most things, and it's just going to get them shot if they tried. These were very controlled situations, and Dale himself has legitimate training, so he's very good at doing these things, especially to the untrained, like Caleb and I. It really wasn't easy to actually shoot this guy or stab this guy in the situations and circumstances that we simulated. Now, of course, it's not 100% effective, and I don't think he's ever preached that it is, because we did still shoot him and stab him a couple of times in the simulation, because obviously that was going to happen. But there's one more big thing I want to focus on real quick. All of the scenarios we played out, to me, seem a bit unrealistic. Dale made a very in-depth explanation for how they do occur in the real world, and of course I'm not an expert, but they just don't really seem realistic to me. All of our scenarios where the assailant is putting the gun to someone's chest, putting it to their head, directly touching them with the barrel or very close to it, whereas to me, I imagine in the real world, the attacker would want distance between themselves and the victim. So instead of going up to someone, putting it to their fucking temple like it's a goddamn, action movie, saying, hey, put the wallet in my hand, I feel like in the real world they'd be back far where you can't touch them. They'd just be like, hey, take out your wallet and set it on the ground. None of the scenarios we did were in that situation because Dale admits you'd just get shot there if you tried. So we played out all of these where it's super close with the gun on them, and it just, to me, doesn't seem like that ever actually happened. Those are the only scenarios where Dale's advice can even really be used. And in those controlled situations, those unrealistic scenarios, his advice was pretty effective. It was definitely more effective than I thought it would be, even in those situations. But again, I just don't see that happening in the real world. I'm not an expert. Dale could very well be right, and those are pretty common when it comes to robberies, like that distance and, you know, putting the gun right on someone, I don't know. It just, to me, seems a bit unrealistic. I also learned just how painful it is when a gun is being moved with your finger on the trigger. I'm not lying when I say there was 3 or 4 times where I was convinced my finger was about to break or my shoulder was going to pop out of its socket. The amount of control you have over a gun from its barrel blew me away. I had no clue it would actually be that impressive. Now, I did heavily shit on that whole getting offline train of thought where I was just saying, you know, if you just dodge, I'll move my gun a little bit. You don't really get that far away. But in real speed, it was very fucking hard to react to that because I'm not a human aimbot. I didn't know where Dale was going or when or anything like that, and I knew he was going to try, so I imagine in the real world it would be even longer to react to, but that whole getting offline while hitting the barrel or grabbing it, like, it was hard for me to react every time and shoot him. Again, I would get him a few times, but it was still a lot more difficult than I ever expected it to be. Then keep in mind, it wasn't just me. All 3 of us tried this, and we were trying to go like a real-world situation. The main thing I critiqued in all of Dale's content is the people he does this on stand still like they're mannequins. We tried to move and jump around and everything to make it very real-world, but once you lose that upper hand and that barrel got into Dale's fucking meaty paws, it was super tough to take it back because your finger is in where the trigger is and it is so goddamn painful. So when you're bouncing back and moving around, your finger is constantly just getting torn apart. And it really was a lot more difficult than I expected. But again, it'd have to be under the perfect conditions, and the person, the victim, would have to somehow be able to keep their heart rate down enough to actually execute these the right way without giving themselves a heart attack beforehand. However, after experiencing Dale's wrath firsthand, I can say with 100% certainty he is the worst target for a robbery. You could come at this man with 5 machine guns and 15 katanas and somehow he'd wrestle them all away from you. The man is just a walking apocalypse. Now, as I mentioned, Rex is professionally trained and he actually did corroborate at least some of what Dale was talking about when it came to some of the disarms that he showed. But as Rex also agrees, no one will ever be able to successfully pull it off without years of training. So while some of the disarm techniques he teaches aren't fundamentally bullshit, they're also not applicable to a normal person. It would take years of mental and physical training to actually be able to pull them off in a real situation, and even the situation where you could even try is extremely rare. It's kind of unrealistic to expect the perfect distance and the perfect attacker who's like fully locking out their elbows and stretching out their gun. It doesn't feel like it would ever be something that a normal person would ever be able to do. Also, when it came to like the eyeball stuff, very, 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 very painful, as you would expect. I think that's definitely more painful than a nut shot. In the videos I said, why even go for the eyes when you just hit them in the nuts? I am a 100% believer in the eyes for sure now is the most effective place to target when it comes to a real world situation where you need to get somebody off you. Going right for their eyes, wow. I couldn't believe how awful that experience was. So yeah, again, I haven't changed my belief that a normal person watching the videos or even taking 1 or 2 classes will ever be able to actually use these unless they also have the mental fortitude or even the mental training to remain calm under pressure and execute them. So yeah, that's about it. So yeah. What to do if you get shot? Cry, scream, pray? All the above?
Detroit.
His advice is going to be some like manly shit, like you get shot in the chest, you reach in with your 2 fingers here and you pull the bullet out. You feel around. Oh, it's your sternum that's broken? Too bad. Get the bullet, pull it out, give it a kiss, flick it at the bad guy.
Share with you today some ideas that can assist you in the event that you get shot. Push the barrel up, back towards the aggressor, and you can actually use his finger to control them if you wanted to.
I just got shot.
Strip the weapon from them. Whatever you do, remember, get the gun, because the only thing worse than getting shot is getting shot again. Repeatedly.
What are you talking about? Is this the strongest man of all time? What to do if you get shot? Rip the man's head off. No one shoots me except me. He's got a point. I mean, yeah, getting shot twice would suck. But I feel like after you get shot once, your ability to disarm your attacker drops exponentially. Especially if you're getting shot in the fucking chest. Alright, so you get shot in the chest. What, are you gonna cry about it, pussy? No, you take that gun and then you shoot him with it 20 times at least. And no, you don't call 911. You walk yourself to the hospital because you need to punish yourself for getting shot. You clearly didn't follow my advice. Do you know what to do if someone has a gun to your chest? Yeah, I just learned. You take the bullet and then steal their gun. That's what you just taught me in the other one.
Detroit Urban Survival Training, I'm going to share with you right now something that can save your life we hope you never need. In this case, you can see he's pulling the trigger. It's not firing. But if we backed up, it's firing. If we push it in, it can't fire. Hammer, you would use the slide. So coming in here, he tries to pull the trigger. It disengages because it's into your body. Push the slide to the rear. Turn it out, and now you have the weapon. Up.
Do you know what to do if someone has a gun to your chest? Yeah, just run into the gun. That is horrible advice. This again assumes the guy's just standing still. What's gonna happen is you're gonna be like a fucking NPC walking into a wall, and the guy's still just gonna shoot you because he's gonna move with you. Like this is literally to kill someone. This is 4chan advice. I feel like maybe he's just a troll. Maybe? Like, there's no way. There's no fucking way. Like, it's actual advice. He's had one video so far with good advice, which was, if you think you're being followed, go to the police. Other than that, it's like, if you're getting choked, try poking him in 16 different pressure points on his body, and then get shot, and then once you're shot, you're at the advantage. So you don't want to get shot twice, right? So then when you get shot the first time, that's when you're going to steal the gun. And then you're going to transmogrify that gun into a bigger gun, a shotgun perhaps, and then blast him.
If someone has a weapon, you want to grab the thumb, the tip of the thumb, and you want to push it to the second digit. If you press this here, it opens the hand biomechanically and gives you the weapon.
How in the fuck am I ever going to do that?
You want to press here. So there's actually nothing
What?
on the sharp sides of the edges of the blade. Take the pads of your fingers here. You're actually gripping it and pulling down. There's no muscle groups on top of the thumb to stop that action.
Oh my God.
There's actually a gap here. So you're actually not getting cut. Even if you did get cut in the hand, it's okay because it's not a vital area. And you can pull the wrist and press the hand. This opens the hand and gives you the blade. 3 ways to increase your survivability.
How? What in what universe? Someone's coming at me with a knife. Am I going to be able to get in there and, like, do a thumb war with them? Like, I'm going to the most dangerous part of my attacker. Good God. I mean, I guess if they're, like, I don't know, holding it out like it's Fall Guys or something, I don't know. Like, if they're just, like, holding it straight out like this, maybe I can get in there and push on the thumb, perhaps. If they're, like, a child. But if they're a kid, I'll just, like, throw sand in their face and, like, push them over. This one was a pretty wild one. And also trying to grab the blade seems like a recipe for disaster. At that point, you really could just go full anime, slam your hand on the blade so they can no longer use it. So you just fucking blast your hand onto the blade and then grab their wrist that way. I mean, I guess that's about as effective as the things he's preaching. Child abduction prevention. Step 1, don't have a kid. I solved it, and I'm not even a Viper. A threat management Viper. Is she wearing a bulletproof vest?
All right, so the way that worked.
I could tell immediately how that worked.
The child's arm.
And I noticed.
The mother
instantly
pushed here on the thumb, causing the thumb to let go. This would help if someone tries to grab your child against your will. You're able to break the hold so you can get your child free from an aggressor that tries to abduct your child.
I can think of like 10 other ways. Like, let's say this happened, right? Let's say I'm walking with my kid and dude comes up and for some reason grabs my kid's hand and then just sits there and looks me in the eye, right? So he's doing this power move. He's not really abducting my kid. He's just letting me know he could if he wanted to. Instead of breaking his grip, I could also just punch him in the face. Like, he's doing nothing to defend himself. Like, I don't need to, like, go, like, fiddle with his thumbs or whatever. I could just give him one of those. Even, like, a wet willy or something. Like, there's a million other options. Maybe titty twister. Like, I feel like going for his hand right away, you're just giving yourself too many steps. Pistol biomechanics.
This man holds a weapon. He's holding it hard. If I push my finger against this barrel, I can still control that weapon against his will. The weapon comes
Why would
out
I
of the
do
hand.
that? I'm
If I
not
put
like
my hand
Neo
here,
from the
it literally
Matrix.
comes out of the hand. That's because the hand is not made to hold anything very well. If I put my hands right here, he can overpower me, and then I can be shot.
Hey, I'm no biomechanical engineer here or whatever, but I think the hands are quite literally designed to hold things. That's why we evolved to have these fucking meaty paws. I don't want to poke holes in the threat management claims here, but that seems a little sketchy.
To give you an example, there's a woman's going to hold the front here.
It's literally the only reason we have thumbs.
Strip it, even though he's strong. And in fact, she pushes away, and even though he's pushing hard, she can redirect it. That is because it's biomechanics, it's not strength. So what we do is make sure that you have tactical advantages when you have to defend your life if you decide to do so.
Now, I will say, in his defense, this technique is extremely effective if they're missing their thumbs and also maybe like noodle gripping it like very lightly, like, ooh, I'm kind of afraid of this gun. Like, it might work there. But if someone's like actually just holding it normally, like even if they're like half passed out, I imagine this probably wouldn't work.
Detroit Urban Survival Training, I want to share with you right now why we say the hand is not meant to hold anything very well. This man is much stronger than me, much bigger than me.
Okay, he's saying with confidence, he's probably right.
You're holding your arm, right? Yeah. You're not going to let go. You're going to let go unless he has to, correct?
Correct.
Yeah. We're going to come here, grab our fist, comes right out. The hand is not meant to hold things very well.
Yeah, again, this is one of those situations where, like, let's say my man comes up to me on the street and he's just trying to shake my hand, but he's a little aggressive and I get scared. So we're in this position. Instead of reaching over and grabbing my own fist, I'll just hit him in the nuts. Like, I'm already in a good spot for, like, a little nut tap and be like, hey, let me go. Give him one of these.
You're going to make 3 consecutive right-hand turns.
When do I start drifting?
Then you're going to make 3 consecutive left-hand turns.
Then you're going to want to find a parked tow truck and ramp off the back. Like GTA.
If the car is still behind you, and you look back there, they're still there, you're going to go to the nearest police station and call 911 on the way.
The first actual good advice. I didn't expect that. I thought he was going to say if they're still following you, you get out and start blasting. So you like akimbos some Mac 10s. But I mean, that's just like real advice. Like if you're being followed by a sketchy vehicle, yeah, just drive to the police station.
This is how the gun disarm works. Number 1, move what's in front of the barrel always. So if it's more to the front, I move to the rear. Grabbing the barrel, frame, up, back towards the person. If it's this side, I move my head to the front, then you would actually come under, redirecting, now you have the...
I really want to try that. Not against like not against like someone who's really trying to take my car. But I want to give Matt like an unloaded gun, no magazine in, so there's not going to be like one of those stories where YouTuber gets shot doing a prank kind of thing. I just want to see if someone is actually holding a gun, is it fucking possible to take the barrel and redirect it? That strikes me as so unrealistic unless that person is a literal mannequin. Because what's going to happen is they're going to move with the gun, right? Like that's how that works. That's why these things are so worthless. No one's just going to stand there and like fucking flexing as hard as they can so they don't move. Like when you try and bend that barrel up, they're going to be moving too. But I haven't tried it myself. I want to see what happens. Just use a Nerf gun. No. I'm gonna use a real gun. I will go for true authenticity. I'm making sure this is gonna be like the set of Rust with Alec Baldwin, where there's gonna be like real bullets anywhere in the vicinity. It's gonna be you know, the safest area possible. No bullets, no magazine. Do it at like a playground. Well, playground would be the worst place to do it, actually. Like in a safe location.
If your neck is grabbed from the rear, clasp your hands, turn, and the wrists are hyperextended, and there's a lock on the wrist, which causes the pain to cause the man to let your neck go. Very painful.
Well, I can't argue with the science, I guess. How about a rifle disarm? We've seen like 5 pistol disarms. How about a rifle? Being hunted by the... Wow. I guess this is useful if Navy SEALs bust in. Or if you're John Wick.
Don't move!
Do you know what to do if somebody wants to fight? Yeah, I run away and I scream, help. There's a bad man. Help. Help. Please, God, help.
That's all they want to do.
Do you know what to do if you're being choked against the wall? moan.
But what can work is you take your hand just like this, go right into the eyes, pushing outward. Then you transition out, smashing their skull into the wall or the ground. From here,
He just watches action
striking their knee
movies.
or striking the throat. Neither of these things will kill them, but it will stop them from continuing to attack you.
These techniques are just developed from an action movie. I mean, this. I feel like as far as getting choked advice goes, this is about, like, the best you can do. Just like, hey, poke him in the eye. The water boy technique, like, hey, don't choke me. Just give him one of those, and then I guess you could, like, follow through, just, like, keep poking him in the eye. Unless he has a longer reach. Yeah, if he has a longer reach, then you're probably fucked, I guess. I don't know, these techniques are only developed for 6'5" men. Anything other than that, and you might as well just give up.
Pushing the eyes and the face back, gripping downward. This locks the spinal cord, causing the brain to be broken, which takes them down to the ground. Securing the weapon here, increase your survivability.
Imagine you're taking hostages at, like, your local Burger King, and you unfortunately had Dale there that was chowing down on an Impossible Burger. You come up to him, only for him to hit you with one of these anime maneuvers. Cops bust in and kill you. What a way to go out. Fucking imagine.
Locks the spinal cord.
Could you use your cell phone as a self-defense tool?
Detroit Urban Survival Training. We're going to share with you right.
Let me see that one more time at full speed. What did he do? Like, blast them with 5G waves? We couldn't catch it on camera, but what he actually did is he turned on Bluetooth, and then he touched it to his wrist, opening up a portal for the 5G to infiltrate his veins.
Go right to the bones of the hand right here. Press in to your hand, and it's extremely painful. If they try to walk close to you, take your phone, press right in the chest plate right here.
Oh God, it's one of these again.
Make them back away from you. Another thing you can use it for, you go right here to the bridge of the nose, and it'll back them up. If they bear hug,
yeah,
take your phone right to the top of the skull, press down, they'll back away from you and let you go. These are some simple ways you can use your cell phone to defend yourself if someone were to grab you.
Why are you so... I'll play ball for a second, but why are you so against just hitting somebody? It's always like, push on it a little bit. Pushing on something is like the least painful version of anything. Like, take, for example, if I was to push my fist into your nose. That's going to hurt significantly less than if I was to thrust my fist into your nose. If we're going to play with these ridiculous rules, why not just hit him multiple times with your phone? It would be magnificently more effective. Like, tremendously more beneficial. Oh, fuck yeah.
Detroit Urban Survival Training. Right now we're going to share with you what you should do if you want to defend yourself against a person holding a blade in reverse grip. This is the reverse grip.
Beg him to stop.
Control pitch and angle, but his weapon is
Try
hidden.
asking.
Normally what you'll see is their hand is in this position. You won't even be able to see the blade off it. Back, it's moving back and forth. As it comes in, you come in. As you're coming in, your hand is going here, straight. Your body is bent forward, so your guts are not going to be interacting with the blade. Your arm goes here, which articulates the arm, and you put your hand next to the blade where the guard is, pull it forward, and it goes right into your hand. This intelligent option will increase your survivability.
Okay, I guess. Very useful if you're in an anime where someone's actually using a reverse grip on a knife, I guess. And if you happen to be, like, lightning fast. But for an ordinary man, just try asking him, hey, bub, don't do that, please. Oh God!
I'm with you right now, and
he gutted him like a fish.
You're using a blade to defend your life or the lives of others, and a person grabs your knife hand with two hands. The elbow down, which breaks the hold on the thumb. So when he's holding here, that's how the weapon comes free here. Eyes back, going in the throat. This intelligent option can improve your survivability and save your life.
He's trying so hard to come up with new techniques. And they're all working. God damn it. What happens if the robber watches his videos? Then you're already dead. That wasn't really like a how to beat a robber. That was if you want to rob someone and they fight back. That wasn't really a tutorial for like defense, that was a tutorial for attacking. So it's just kind of like Detroit threat management has become like Detroit threat supervillain lair. Like they're producing the threat now. Kind of like how in Spider-Man, when Mysterio was like making all of the shit so that way he could be the hero. He's creating criminals so that way they can save the day. Do you think this guy ever won a fight? Dale's a pretty big boy. I'm sure he's won a couple fights. I have no doubt about that. Hands-free knife takedown.
Detroit Urban Survival Training, we're going to share with you right now what you can do to increase your survivability. If a person
Okay.
has a blade, it's an
They've got some weak
not
bones.
committing, but you need to stop the threat. So he's not leaning forward, he's not actually stabbing yet. Instead of waiting, we take initiative using our longest, strongest weapon, which is our leg. We're going to turn
Well,
our
depending on how tall you are, I guess.
which actually can sometimes bait them. You're going to go straight through the knee and go all the way through. This intelligent option will increase your survivability.
All right. Okay. Can you drop a larger attacker? No. You just lose.
Back, pushing. He's trying to resist. Push up. And then what you're going to do is you're going to drop down
Whoa!
underneath them. If they have fabric, you grab it. If they don't, doesn't matter. If they have fabric, grab it. If they don't, you're just going to hold here. And as you fall down, as they're pushing forward, your feet are going to go underneath them.
Alright, I guess. I don't know who's gonna like attack somebody like this where you get into like a rugby scrum. But yeah, I mean this would work, you know, just like fall down. And hopefully they don't let go of you, I guess. Because otherwise then you're just in an even worse position. This is not judo. I know what you're talking about with a hip throw. This is or a hip toss, right? This is not really a hip toss, this is more like a salad toss. You just kind of fucking flop down. It's called a sacrifice. How to hip...
Judo.
Let's see.
Step, pivot. Step, pivot. Step, pivot. That's the footwork.
This is
now,
the... Is
I'm
that...
in the
okay.
clinch. Okay, it's easy. You can throw it from here, but easier. Punch him, get over here. Step. Step, pivot. Hip throw. Okay, sorry, but you okay?
Pretty much the same thing as this.
They're pushing forward.
Kinda.
Your feet are going to go underneath them.
I couldn't spot the difference. How to disarm a stick or a bottle. Oh, how many people are coming at you with like a stick? Like a dog? Oh my god, this dog's coming at me with the stick I just threw. Flip it over. Nice. We got him.
You're going to strike them in the chin with your right hand, take your fingers into their eyes, wrap his hand with your left hand, trying to skull him to the ground. This intelligent option can increase your survivability.
Fuck yeah. Ooh, this one kind of popped off for him. A shotgun disarm. We've seen this before, but not against RoboCop. Every technique is wildly different. I think one of the main problems Dale has is he thinks when someone's face gets touched, it like turns off their entire like nervous system. Like people just shut down in his demonstrations when their face even gets like poked like in here. Like what's that gonna do? You like touch me on my cheek? Why am I gonna like all of a sudden just Yeah, I guess maybe chi energy. They're overloading the chakra nodes. Perhaps vibrating at the correct frequency. UFC success doesn't translate to street fighting. Yeah, the only thing that translates to street fighting is Dale's techniques.
And here you can see he's knocked unconscious.
Damn.
This individual is large and he's also out of shape.
Okay, Dale.
That translates into the ability to transfer power as long as it's not long term. And in these situations, we can increase survivability by understanding the difference between survival and sport.
Okay, Dale, in all honesty though, like I get you're trying to puff out your feathers like we are more effective in a real survival situation than martial arts. But let's take, for example, this video. None of your techniques call for like any defense against a surprise attack. You get sucker punched.
And here you can see,
Like there's like you don't teach us anything to avoid that either.
this individual is large, but this is what will keep you alive and increase your survivability.
Not a single one of his videos talks about how to defend yourself from a surprise attack. Everything is like you guys are in a standoff. Like in a Dragon Ball Z episode. And then you act. Nothing to account for like you've been shocked. This man's coming at you with a sucker punch and a frying pan. You have only a matter of milliseconds to defend yourself. There's really nothing you can do about that. Pistol disarm hostage rescue.
Detroit Urban Survival Training. We're showing you right now.
It's a good way of getting the hostage killed and yourself.
Someone's life's in danger and they're being held hostage by a gun in close quarters. Now, we don't suggest you do this if you believe that you can comply with the directives or wait for law enforcement to get there to assist. Number one, you want to agree with them. And
in what situation has this ever happened in the real world outside of an action movie? Why would just a normal civilian be put in a situation like this? I've got your 4th grade math teacher right here, Bond. You're gonna have to give me all the money in the cash register, or he gets it.
And what you're gonna do is go straight to the top end of the weapon. This is going to be the front of the frame, the barrel, the slide. You're gonna grab here, and you're gonna push it right back towards her face. Here, you're gonna take control of the grip, and this will give you control of the weapon and increase your survivability.
Fuck yeah. Goddamn right it will. I like how they reply to comments like this.
If you grab the front of your hand.
By kicking him in the balls?
She pins the hand. This locks the wrist while locking the hand here so we cannot move her head against her will and whip her around and take her head and strike things. So she's now going to take her foot.
How does that stop that from happening? Ah, my wrist is held. Luckily I still have my whole arm to move. That doesn't do anything. Unless she weighs like 3 pounds, he's not even gonna really be moving her around with just his wrist. How does that like shut down the whole arm operation? And he has an entire other arm to come in there and be like, hey, stop that. Stop. Get your hands off. Stop it.
That is how you can get free from a man who holds you by the front of your hair. You're actually locking them, taking them down, causing pain to their hand as well. And now you're free. So this is a way to increase your survivability. Forward.
He was actually pretty close to giving a good tip. Instead of kicking the knee,
right into the
just kick him in the dick. Dale has like honor, so he feels like if he taught you to kick someone's nuts, people would get upset at him, I guess. But the most unironically, probably the most effective thing you could do here is aim for the cock. There's no such thing as honor when you're trying to survive. If you have a full strength kick to someone's knee like that, they're gonna be fucked. Yeah, assuming that they're standing like this, fucking knees locked. Most people are gonna be moving around. It's a lot harder to hit their knee. You'll end up like hitting up here, which isn't gonna do anything, hitting their shin, which I guess would hurt a little bit. But aiming for their cock is gonna be a lot more consistent. Like all of these are assuming the person's just standing still, which is never the case. I don't know what this pointing attacker means.
Detroit Urban Survival Training.
Exit tier 1.
Right now we're going to share with you what to do if you are encountering an aggressor, an attacker that is pushing you, pointing, coming towards you, and you don't want to do anything but go by and simply keep moving. When the hand comes out, you're going to go here, just like that, and keep moving. Another option, when the hand comes out,
what does that mean?
When you do that is you push here on the wrist, then the elbow, and then you keep walking. You do it quickly like this, hand comes out, and this intelligent option will rip off your identification card.
What the fuck was... What was I learning to defend myself from? Is that like a meme or something that I'm missing? What did I just watch? It seemed like they were just two people walking by each other in public and you just... Get the fuck away. You just go around.
So if you want to take control of someone who is aggressing, who is pushing their hands, bracing, stopping you from having freedom, here's what you can do. And right here we have a lock. We can increase the lock using fingers here, or we just simply hold them.
Like, why did this guy just come out of nowhere and put his hand on my chest? Is it like a sexual assault kind of thing? Like how to prevent it, maybe?
Detroit Urban Survival Training. Today I'm going to share with you a way you can defend your life against a baseball bat wielding attacker. way that works, number one,
all right,
coming this way because you want to block all the energy here. If you're not going to make it, all of a sudden you see that it's too far along, you're going to automatically extend this arm. This arm comes out here, forms a fulcrum, which automatically impacts here, which causes the weapon to come forward, hyperextending or breaking the arm. As you go in this direction, it will extend, cause the arm to hyperextend or break, and you will have the weapon. And now you have
easy
to increase your survivability.
Fuck them up, yeah. All right, all right. Oh God, he's really coming in. Whoa! Get fucked.
When he's swinging, the reason this works is because by the time he's able to redirect this, it's too late. Fingers go into the eyes, elevate back, extend, smash the skull to the ground or the wall, secure the weapon.
Yeah, I think it's only a matter of time before someone actually follows this advice and then finds themselves in a situation where they try and use it and get killed. If it hasn't already happened. Like, his videos are huge. Like, some of these pop off. 117 million views on the worst way to survive a gun to your chest. His advice is to grab the gun. Like, after it fires. So, it's really just a matter of when, not if. Why did we do that? He was just minding his own business, man.
Detroit Urban Survival Training. The way this works is I went
why did we do that to him?
right here. It breaks the vertical plane and causes them to go back. You can use
that. What are you talking about?
To improve your likelihood of survivability in a situation where the person is much larger than you and you want to take them down.
What do you mean? This guy wasn't like what? This technique wouldn't translate into any situation. Like, if this guy had his hands on you and you start like poking at his nose or like making him smell your finger or something, he's not falling over. This only worked because you surprised the man on his walk home. You fucking assaulted him. I also like how Dale made him fall out of the pads. So this big guy just landed on actual concrete over here. You know that shit hurt. He should sue Dale. Whoa. Wow, oh my God. Fuck me, that montage was nuts. Luckily they slowed down the footage so we could keep up with his movements. I bet if that was at full speed, it would have looked like he didn't move at all. Dale's on another level.